You want to be dangerous, legendary? You gotta be ready to cut these 6 habits out of your life like a cancer. Weed took the wolf out of you. Now you're a pet. That joint is not helping you think. One drink won't hurt. But when you say that 3 times a week, 52 weeks a year, that's 150 drinks. I mean, for real, like, you gotta be a sick nigga to beat your dick after talking to God. Just because he double taps your selfie, don't mean he sees you in his future. You pick women like you pick sneakers. You're in pursuit of attention. It's addictive as fuck. Luckily for you, Tay got solutions. Hey yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Tay X Millie, and today we got a good one, right? This one is gonna sting a little though, but you need to hear it. Before we get into the video, please be sure to follow me on all platforms at Tay X Millie. Alright? Today we're diving deep on some real shit, right? The 6 habits that are slowly, silently, and straight up ruthlessly destroying your potential. Now listen up, because potential ain't just some random word you throw around like free candy. Nah, potential is that seed planted inside you. It's like a quiet ass power waiting to explode into something legendary. It's the guy you could be. It's the man you could become if you just fed it right, worked your ass off, and cut out the trash that's choking the life out of you. But here's the problem. Most people will never unlock their true potential. They die, stuck somewhere between dreaming and doing because of all the stupid habits, distractions, and addictions that they refuse to quit. I'm talking about shit that seems harmless or even fun, but in reality is robbing you blind. Sneaking into your mind like a thief in the night and stealing all your energy, focus, confidence, and drive. Every time you give into these habits, you're feeding your inner villain. You're becoming the man you said you'd never be. Weak, lazy, and stuck in the same loop. And the truth is, it's not the distraction's fault. It's your focus that's weak. You gotta get radical, you gotta be extreme, and you gotta be unapologetically savage about killing your habits if you wanna be the man that doesn't just talk, but actually wins. Like my mentor says, don't blame distractions, you gotta improve your focus. You wanna be dangerous, legendary? You gotta be ready to cut these 6 habits out of your life like a cancer. Mom and Dad, I'm sorry. We're going there. Let's talk about the silent assassin of men. Porn, right? Yeah, it's gonna be fucking nuts. No pun intended. All right, porn. All right, y'all, let's keep it real. Porn is like the #1 enemy to your potential. And I'm not just saying that for clicks. This shit is destroying men at an industrial scale. It's like a silent assassin creeping into your brain and screwing you over while you think you're just relaxing. There ain't no pride in being that dude stuck on the couch, jerking off for hours like a zombie stuck in a rabbit hole of pixelated fantasy. And I've been that guy for real. I'd scroll through some thirst trap on Twitter. Next thing you know, I'm deep into some fetish videos, delaying my nut like I'm directing an Oscar-winning movie. Ooh, this scene isn't quite right yet. Oh, that angle's perfect. Right there, stay right there. Goon overdrive. They used to call me the Golden Gooner, the Goon Gladiator. Yo, those names are crazy. Bro, that's 3 hours of your life wasted, gone, poof, just like that. And what did you get? A 20-second nut? A shame nap? Laying there thinking, what the hell did I just do? That's the thing most dudes don't realize. Porn isn't just a harmless distraction. It rewires your brain to crave instant gratification. It kills your testosterone, shrinks your stamina, and makes you awkward as hell with real women because you're stuck in a fantasy loop where everything happens fast and perfectly. You watch these fake actors going at it for 10 minutes and you wonder why you can't last 2 seconds with a real woman. Why you feel anxious and disconnected during real intimacy. And why your dick just ain't hitting the notes it used to. Your receptors get fried from constant dopamine hits. You become numb to the real thing. Your brain is so used to the easy and fast high that actual connections seem boring. It's tragic, but it's real. Here's the science-backed shit. Porn gives you lower testosterone. Porn gives you poor blood flow, AKA smaller meat syndrome. Porn gives you social anxiety around real women, right? Lastly, porn gives you a warped view of what sex even is. All because you thought a few minutes in front of a screen was relaxing. Now you're breaking down the very foundation of your masculinity and potential. But here's the flip. I'm not judging. I've been there. I've lost hours to porn. I've felt the shame, the guilt, the lazy ass brain fog. I know how hard it is to quit because it's addictive as fuck. Luckily for you, Tay got solutions, right? Right? Oh, please, don't mind me. Don't mind me, y'all. Come on. Find an accountability partner or join a community. There's places like NoFap Reddit and Discord where men help each other. Number 2, keep your phone and devices away from your bed. Make it harder to get to the triggers. Give yourself some friction, right? Keep that shit in the kitchen or the bathroom, wherever you can't reach it before you sleep. Another thing you can do is write down all the ways porn is holding you back and read it every day until it sinks in, right? And yo, pray if that's what you into. You can't be on demon time after a spiritual check-in. I mean, for real, like, you gotta be a sick nigga to beat your dick after talking to God. Have some respect, bro. Now, final word, if you gotta get released, do it with the real woman. Let a woman handle that shit, not some fake moans and some pixels. Real intimacy will boost your confidence, your mood, your energy. Everything porn is killing right now. Quit lying to yourself. You can be better. You will be better, but only if you cut off the poison that's killing your brain. All right, mom and dad, you can tune back in now. But now we are talking about weed. Tune back out. The plant that turned you into a plant. This one's gonna hurt a few feelings, but it needs to be said. Weed took the wolf out of you. Now you're a pet, domesticated and docile, waiting to feel in the mood before you move. You ever seen a dude on weed? Bro looks peaceful, calm, chill as hell. But you look a little closer, and this man hasn't moved for 4 hours. Eyes red as hell, mouth dry as a Popeye's biscuit. And his biggest accomplishment today was microwaving frozen waffles and watching 13 videos on government conspiracies. Look, I'm not here to argue if it's natural, if it came from the earth, or if your favorite rapper smokes it. Oh, Snoop Dogg smokes too. Blase, blase, blah, right? I know all the justifications. I used to say the same shit.
It helps me sleep. It helps me think. I use it to relax after work. It's not a drug, it's a plant.
I've come to the realization that motherfuckers gonna use any reason to justify staying average. That's the kind of logic that keeps you stuck, romanticizing what's holding you back. That joint is not helping you think. It's making you forget how much more you're capable of. Let's be real, weed might not kill you, but it will kill your fire, your hustle, and your edge. Back when I smoked, I remember feeling all deep and introspective, like I just unlocked the secrets to the universe. But looking back, I wasn't no philosopher. I was just a high-ass bum. I'd convinced myself I was in the lab, plotting, planning, and meditating on success. But the only thing I was building was a deeper relationship with my DoorDash driver. Here's the truth. Weed gives you false confidence. It makes you comfortable with mediocrity. It suppresses testosterone and shrinks your ambition. And worst of all, it makes you think you're making progress because you had a deep, high-ass thought. But a thought ain't action. A plan without execution is just a hallucination. And yo, let's talk about testosterone for a second. Weed is scientifically proven to drop your testosterone. And in a world full of soft men, do you really want to subtract more testosterone from your system? You want control, clarity, and power, but your habits mimic the people escaping life, not building one. There ain't no kings high off distraction. You think Elon was high building rockets? You think Kobe was high before dropping 40 in a night? You think Jordan was hitting the blunt before dropping 63 in the Garden? Hell no. You think too clearly when you're sober. That fire, that hunger, it doesn't live in the clouds. It lives in clarity. And before anyone says, it helps with anxiety, let me ask you this. Is it curing your anxiety or helping you ignore it? Because that's what weed is. It's a distraction in disguise. A soft pillow for your problems. Because once the high fades, the same demons are still in the room, just staring at you again. But bro, it helps me sleep. Cool. But what's it doing for your mornings? You're waking up groggy, lazy, needing 3 alarms and a coffee just to feel normal. Weed is robbing your mornings, and winners dominate the mornings. While you're busy choking on smoke and excuses, the sober man is running circles around you like it's a damn marathon, and you're still tying your shoes. And I'm not even judging if you smoke occasionally. I'm judging the coping, the dependence, the slow fade of your spark. That's what's killing you. But it's cool. Once again, Tay got some solutions for you. One thing you can do is try to go 30 days sober and track your energy. You'll be shocked. Try to make note of how many days you won, how many days you failed, and try to up the percentage in the following month. The second thing you can do is replace weed with action. Go to the gym, go for a walk, take a cold shower, read a book, right? For once, give yourself the opportunity to feel something real. The third thing you can do is create a pain list of all the things that weed has caused you to avoid and delay, right? Read it when you get tempted. And the last thing you can do, don't keep it in the house. If you gotta travel just to get a hit, you'll think twice about it. Listen, you wanna get high on discipline, on purpose, on vision, on becoming the man who doesn't need smoke to escape because he's too busy building a life that he loves being in. Final word, you're not addicted to weed, you're addicted to being numb. Woo! Number 3, we're moving on to alcohol, y'all. The social lubricant that's rusting your soul. Let's go ahead and drag this one to the front of the courtroom because while weed turns you into a couch potato, alcohol turns you into a clown with memory loss and baby liver damage. You ever seen a man drunk? He's confident, loud, he thinks he's smooth and funny, the life of the party. But then you see the footage the next day and bro looks like a toddler in Timberlands trying to freestyle on beat. He's slurring, he's spilling drinks, screaming, "I love you, man," to the people he just met in the bathroom line. I used to drink like it was the way to live, bottles in hand, thinking I was in control, like I had it all figured out. But then reality hit me the next day. Drained, foggy-headed, frustrated, and stuck in a loop of regret. That moment of clarity made me realize, was all that really worth it? Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Here's what alcohol really does to you. Alcohol lowers your testosterone, disrupts sleep, dehydrates your organs, increases body fat, wrecks your decision making, and oh yeah, it fuels anxiety and depression like gasoline on a dumpster fire. Most of you don't even drink because you like it. You drink to escape your boring ass life. You drink to cope. You drink to pretend for a few hours you're not behind on your goals, stuck in a rut and hating your 9 to 5. And the crazy part, society celebrates it. Alcohol is the only drug where if you don't do it, people look at you like you're weird. You don't drink? Are you okay? Are you trying to be better than us or something? Yes I am. Being the only sober person at the party is like slowly watching everyone else give their power away. While everyone else is spiraling, you're sharp, aware, and 10 steps ahead. But hey, alcohol brings out your true self. No, it brings out a version of you that your higher self has been trying to kill off. Listen, if you drink once a year at your cousin's wedding, this ain't for you. But if you drink every night trying to take the edge off, you're not having fun, you're medicating. And what's worse is alcohol kills your ambition. It makes you complacent. How are you supposed to go beast mode when you're hungover on Tuesday from Saturday's just one drink moment? One drink won't hurt. But when you say that 3 times a week, 52 weeks a year, that's 150 drinks. That's 150 times you let your potential slide. But once again, I got some solutions. Replace drinking with something that elevates you, something that's gonna move the needle forward. Next, learn how to socialize sober. If you can't, that's a skill issue, not a personality problem. Next thing you can do is track how much money you're spending on alcohol monthly. Multiply that by 12. That's your annual I hate my life fund. Last thing you can do is go 90 days sober. See how much sharper, leaner, and confident you feel. Spoiler, you'll never wanna go back. I want you guys to think every time you reach for a drink. Ask yourself, am I celebrating or escaping? And if you are escaping, stop drinking to escape, because you're not escaping anything. You're just pausing the pain and paying with your potential. You weren't born for blurred nights and forgotten moments. You were born to lead with clarity. Next bad habit we got is validation via phone and social media. Now let me be real with you. I've made entire videos discussing the phone and social media epidemic. So I'm not gonna beat the dead horse, but I am gonna kick it one more time for the people in the back. Social media is the biggest trap of our generation, and most of you are too blind to see it. You scroll for hours chasing dopamine and validation from people who wouldn't even flinch if your life fell apart. You post your highlight reel hoping it masks the mess behind the scenes. Vacations on credit, flexing designer fits when rent is due, flexing a life you can't maintain just to impress people who don't even matter. Every post, every scroll is all a cry for attention. You ain't doing it for memories, you're doing it for claps. You don't live for yourself, you live for strangers. That's not confidence, that's weakness in disguise. To the women, stop mistaking attention for intentions. Just because he double taps your selfie, don't mean he sees you in his future. Most of these dudes just want a moment, not commitment. Most of them wouldn't even call you back the next day. They ain't here to build, they're here to smash. And to the men, you pick women like you pick sneakers, based on appearance and not durability. Ooh, boy, I'm cooking. And then you get surprised when the relationship falls apart. That's not bad luck, that's bad judgment. Social media is rewiring your brain. It's turning you into a slave to feedback, a puppet for attention. You don't move unless you're seen, and you don't speak unless you get likes. You lost your center, and now you need the world to validate who you are. The real cost is time, energy, and self-respect. And while you're busy trying to live a dope life online, someone is actually out there building one in silence. The solution? Disconnect to reconnect with yourself, with your goals, with your life, right? Because the longer you stay trapped in that virtual circus, the harder it is to escape. Now we're gonna move on to habit number 5, video games. The silent killer of men's ambition. If you're spending hours of your life gaming and your life ain't where you want it to be, you're playing yourself. There's no way around it. You're not grinding, you're escaping. You're not competing, you're avoiding. The average gamer plays about 8.5 hours a week, but many of y'all are playing 3 to 6 hours a day. That's 1,000 hours a year. Let that sink in. 1,000 hours. You could have learned a skill. You could have started a business, got a better body, gotten certified, trained, or networked your way into a better life. But instead, you racked up digital wins while your real life stayed stuck. Let me ask you something. Why are you so consistent with your console and not your potential as a man? Why are you so locked in on rankings and rewards on a screen? See, gaming isn't inherently evil. I used to be heavy into it myself, but over time I realized that it was numbing me. I was using it to escape from everything I didn't want to face. My body looking weak, my money being light, and my purpose being unclear. It was easier to get dopamine from a screen instead of discipline from the gym. Easier to win fake matches instead of dealing with the pressures of growth. And that's the real danger. It tricks you into feeling accomplished without actually accomplishing anything. And don't let the comfort fool you, fellas. Yo, chick, she notices. She sees you on the couch, headset on, locked in every night. To her, that's not passion. It's a man running in place, and she's quietly losing respect. So here's some solutions. Get your life off pause. Audit your time. Track how many hours you're actually gaming, and add it up over the week, the month, the year. Once you see the number, it's hard to justify wasting that kind of time again. Second thing you can do is replace the habit. Don't just kill it. You don't need to be bored to grow. Replace that time with activities that build momentum. The gym, a side hustle, reading, skill development. And remember, if it doesn't elevate you, it's a trap. Third thing you can do is change your environment. You can't grow around the same distractions. If your boys are still gaming every night and they're not progressing, you might have to level up your circle. Start connecting with men who are building, who will challenge you to be better, and not just hop on for the next session. And one of the last things you can do, something I did myself, sell the fucking console. Get rid of the shit. I sold mine. Best decision I've made. It forced me to confront my time, my goals, and my productivity. I didn't need another game. I needed discipline. I needed hunger. And guess what? My life got better. My wallet got fatter. And my focus got sharper. Here's the truth. You only get one life. So why waste it chasing fake victories while your real life scoreboard stays empty? Unplug from the illusion and lock in on reality. And start becoming the man who plays to win in the only game that matters. All right, now here's the final section, women. The most addictive distraction known to man. Let's talk about it. Not from a place of bitterness, not from a place of hate, but from a place of reality. Chasing women has derailed more men than weed, alcohol, and gaming combined. Most men don't even realize how deep the addiction goes. It's not just about sex. It's the validation, the ego boost, the illusion of being wanted. You're not in pursuit of purpose, you're in pursuit of attention. You're scrolling on IG looking at ass all day. You're scrolling through dating apps like your self-worth depends on it. You texting 10 girls just to see if you still got it. For a lot of men, women have become the centerpiece of their life. Not their health, not their mission, not their money, just women. And bro, that is a losing formula. Women are supposed to be the reward, not the obsession. You supposed to build the kingdom first. Then you choose the right woman and bring them into it, not chase them down before the gates are even finished. Now in my personal past, I've made this mistake. I've been there, putting all my time, energy, and mental real estate into trying to please women, neglecting myself in the process, showing up for them while I was absent for me, trying to be their everything while I was still nothing to myself. You think they're impressed by the fact that you're always available? Always blowing up their phone? Always asking when y'all gonna see each other? Ha! Get a load of this guy. Newsflash, bud. I had to activate my inner Chad, my inner Tanner. She's paying attention to how little you value yourself, how easy you pulled off your path. And she might not say it out loud, but it kills her attraction. Women respect purpose over proximity. You think being close makes her stay? No, your grind does, your standards do. Women are magnetized to progress, to leadership, to a man who moves with direction. You want to be irresistible? Be so locked in that she wonders what you're building. Be so unavailable that she questions how to earn your time. Not because you're playing games, but because you're playing for legacy. So let's talk about some solutions to help you control the urge and reclaim your power. Let's start with number 1, build first, love later. If your body needs work, your money's low, and your mission is unclear, now's not the time to be chasing. It's time to build, because a man with a mission becomes more attractive with time. A man with no mission becomes less attractive by the hour. The next thing you could do is control the content, right? Unfollow the IG models, mute the thirst traps, and take control of what you feed your mind. If you're seeking cheeks, don't be surprised when your brain stays in heat. You're conditioning your brain to lust, not lead. And lastly, reframe your idea of what impresses her. Stop thinking about flowers, text, and attention. The real flex is being a man she can count on. The real turn on is discipline, vision, and grit. High quality women don't dream about men who are obsessed with them. They dream about men who are obsessed with their own life. Bottom line, the man who puts women first will always come in last. But the man who locks in, levels up, and builds a powerful, purposeful life, he doesn't have to chase, he attracts. So look, most men don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they waste their strength on the wrong battles. You're fighting that urge to check your phone, scroll, to hit up the girl that never respected your time, take one more hit, pour one more drink, play one more game. And while you're fighting temptation, another man is building. Another man is locked in. Another man is turning his pain into power and his free time into freedom. So let's talk numbers, right? The average adult spends 4.8 hours a day on their phone. The average gamer clocks 8.5 hours a week. And for a lot of y'all, it's double. Nearly 1 in 5 adults binge drink regularly. And lastly, 70% of men watch porn weekly, robbing their minds of focus and discipline. Time, focus, energy, gone. Not to work, not even to growth, but to comfort. And comfort is the killer of kings. You want to live different? Then you gotta move different. You can't become uncommon by doing what every motherfucker does on autopilot. Come on. These habits are quiet killers because they don't feel dangerous. But give them 5 years. They'll leave you broke, bitter, unfocused, unhealthy, and left behind. You got one life, and you'll either spend it becoming dangerous and disciplined or becoming soft and forgettable. Make the choice now or regret it forever. Drop a comment down below with the habit that hit the hardest, and share this with someone who needs to wake the hell up. Subscribe too. It costs nothing after all. And if you're serious about locking in and building a life of purpose, you already know I got more coming. And one last thing before I go. While you're out here chasing pleasure, just remember, the man who's sober, focused, and locked in, he gonna run circles around you. All right? Later.